Hello my lovelies and welcome back. My name's Ali and I help people heal through tarot. So today we are doing your love reading for the new moon in Aquarius on the 21st of January. Now the energy of that will last until the next new moon and particularly the days before and days after the new moon. So this is kind of like a kick-off snapshot of what's going on in your relationship if this reading is for you around about that time. And the first two cards we get are so positive. We're using Chuck's Sandal Love cards to begin. The first card we get is, and I'm not even putting my glow light on. Come on, Ali. Okay, we get Dream Come True. You have been thinking about someone, fantasizing about someone, like hoping that they're going to come forward with like roses, or you have a particular fantasy in your head about this person of how they're going to confess their love. And it's even like giving me like weird chills, goosebumps. You've been manifesting this, okay? This reading is for you if you have been thinking about someone coming forward. Like, look at this card, okay? It could not be more. We have someone sitting on a bench, daydreaming, I wish he comes with flowers, I wish he comes with flowers. And then, of course, he comes with flowers. He brings the goods. Okay, the other luck card we get, which is unusual, because this is quite a harsh love deck, by the way. If you watch me or you continue to watch me, you'll see I do not glitter the turd. Okay, we don't do that here. Enjoyment. The luck card of enjoyment, and we have two people on a boat. So boats, rivers, water might be significant to you and this person in some way. Rivers, water, beaches. But more than that, there's the luck card of enjoyment here. So there's a good time on the horizon with this person. Like just a sheer good time. And we get the problem card of rules. That's our problem card. And it's a good problem card to have considering some of the other ones that are in here, trust me. So, rules. How are rules affecting your relationship? Now this for me, straight away when I saw this card, I thought restrictions, lockdown, COVID, how that might have affected you and your relationship. If this is a new relationship, this might be someone who lives in another country, maybe their family have rules, maybe they have rules or you have rules about how you want to be courted, how you want someone to pull through for you. There's definitely a problem here of rules. And now when I see this card, I always have to tell you, it's time to throw the rule book out the window. Okay, that's what's going to cause, if there is going to be a problem in this dream come true, is that you're putting too many rules up against it, okay? Like, oh, you know, but my rule is, like, I remember my sister used to always say, like, I'll never be with someone who has done this. I'll never be with someone who has already got a kid. I'll never be with someone who's been married before, for example. Now my sister is with somebody who has been married before, and the previous relationship before that, she was with someone for 6 years who had a kid. So it went against all of her rules that she had, okay? And sometimes those rules are made to be broken. I'm one of those people who genuinely believe that. I'm a Cancerian. I think rules are meant to be broken. Let me know if you're a fellow Cancerian and think that too. Or if it's just me, might be my Leo moon. And we get, I'm having a sneak peek at this card. We get the problem card of specialness here at the bottom as well. I just couldn't help myself. And what that's talking about is someone believing that they are special, okay? So again, that goes towards like, this is how I should be treated. This is how you should be coming forward. This is how you should be acting. This is what you shouldn't be doing. Yeah, that's not okay, in this relationship, in this situation. It is so good to have boundaries. But I think a lot of the new age stuff out there is really damaging. Like, if he doesn't, accept me at my worst, he doesn't deserve me at my best. Like, it's that type of energy. And sometimes that's just absolutely not true, okay? I mean, I don't know what your worst is. You don't know what their worst is. But either way, chuck the rule book out the window in this relationship. Okay, where are we going? I want these cards. Okay, so I'm going for the Modern Witch Tarot. I want that card. And that card, obviously. Straight away, we're coming out with the Tower in reverse. There's so many reversals. Okay. Ooh. Not the cards I was expecting from such a beautiful first 2 cards. Not that they're bad, bear with me. So the first card we get is the Tower card, but it's in the reverse. Now, when the Tower card is in the reverse, this is you preempting, preempting things that could go wrong and avoiding them before they do go wrong. Okay, that's your rules card. Stop predicting things that are going to go wrong. For some of you, that's a big message. Stop predicting, like, if he doesn't act like this, I'm going to do this. If he doesn't do this, I'm going to do that. Blah, blah, blah. Like, no. The Tower card in the reverse is also deconstructing the Tower by yourself. It's avoiding a disaster. It's something that could have been a disaster, has been avoided. And this is in your love life, okay? So for me, there's 2 different ways the Tower card can come about. It either is like lightning strikes the Tower, it gets wiped away from under you, there's no choice, you now see things in a way you've never seen them before, and it's time to start fresh, okay? Then we get the Star card. When it's in the reverse for me, and sometimes even in the upright, it's about deconstructing that Tower carefully, because you can see it coming, okay? So it's like, I know that this is a potential problem, I'm going to solve it before it does. This is a potential problem, I'm going to solve it before it does. This is a potential problem, I'm going to solve it before it does. And this seems to be working well for you, but there seems to be a resistance here. There's a resistance of throwing in the towel, okay? There's only so much you can tell someone how you expect to be treated. There's only so much you can tell someone your personal rules. If they don't follow them, they don't follow them. The Ten of Swords in the reverse is resisting and ending, okay? It's also the healing energy. You are healing right now, or they are healing right now, possibly from a past argument, past relationship that went wrong. They really enjoy spending time with you, that's for sure. This could have been having your cards out on the table with this person and thinking that they were going to run and they didn't. But either way, this is like when it's in the upright, she's got all those swords in her back. I mean, she looks like she's dying. And then it goes into the reverse and it's all of those swords are falling out of her back. Now, I love this deck. It's part of the reason I chose this deck is because there are 2 cards here, both labeled the same. There's the 10 of Cups and the I'm not okay or I'm okay card. But either way, they're using their smartphone. They're like looking on social media. They're checking social media. There was a lot of this going on in the past. There was a lot of false messages on in the past with this person. Like, where are you? Oh, I'm having such a good time out with my friends, when really they're sat at home, or vice versa. Or, yeah, don't worry, like, I'm totally unaffected by the fact that you are going out tonight without me, and really they're sat at home, like, on the phone to their friend, like, I cannot believe they're going out without me. There was an element, definitely has been an element of needing to get your cards out on the table with this person, and if this hasn't happened, it's going to happen, because there's only so much you can avoid the Tower before. Either way, it's going to pop off, whether you construct it slowly or not. Deconstruct it slowly, sorry. We get the 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. Now, this is someone choosing not to work hard on something anymore. It's someone looking at the pentacles that they have grown and deciding not to continue to put in the 8th pentacle for whatever reason. Now, there's an element of someone feeling more financially stable than the other person here. But what's interesting is we go from the 7 of Pentacles into reverse into the 8 of Cups in the upright rather than the 8 of Pentacles. If it was the 8 of Pentacles, this person would be like back at work again with the relationship, or you're back at work again with this relationship, banging out those pentacles, Saturn energy. It's not here. That's the card that is missing. What is here is the emotional goodbye, the emotional I don't care anymore, throwing in my towel, throwing my toys out the pram, and I'm leaving type of energy. So we get the 8 of Cups. Now the 8 of Cups is always an emotional leaving. Do not let any tarot reader tell you any different, okay? It's always an emotional leaving. Even if this person decides not to leave this situation, you or this other person, you at least know that that's an option. You have the ability to, and that's what affects this, okay? So even if you decide that you're not leaving, there's an emotional distancing going on here. Like, I can leave. This person goes off on a journey to find their ninth cup, which is what makes them happy, single and alone without someone else. They don't go off to find someone else, their missing piece. They normally go off to find their ninth cup, which is a very singular energy. Now this has the eclipse energy symbol to it up here. So take a look. I think we have some eclipses in March, and we had some eclipses back at the end of last year. So depending on when you're seeing this, have a look at the eclipses, okay? Because eclipses to me are like boomerang effects, okay? They're like bouncing balls that get bigger, especially if you haven't sorted your stuff out in the last eclipse. This could all be leading up to the eclipse in March. Yeah, I feel like this is all leading up to the eclipse in March, which is interesting because that is a new moon at the end of the day. It would be interesting to see if that is a new moon eclipse or a full moon eclipse. Ooh, okay, so this is Saturn in Pisces, and Saturn says to Pisces, who is the believer in love, I know you have, these cups are alive. You don't want to leave them. You've worked hard for them. You've put in a lot of effort. But now it's time to at least fake leaving, or giving that emotional distance, because there's only so much you can put into something. Ooh, okay. Hello. I love that card. Such two positive cards. I don't even want to pull anymore just in case. Okay, we get the Two of Cups in the upright, Venus in Cancer. Now this trumps all of, this trumps that Eight of Cups. It trumps everything. This is the soulmate, divine connection. A couple have been blessed by this, what's normally an angel, kind of like angel wings here. But what's important to see is that someone has their feet in the water and someone doesn't in this card. And I think that's really interesting. So someone might be a little bit more emotionally invested, as always, in a relationship. You might be dealing with a Cancer here as well. You might be a Cancer yourself, have Cancer in your chart. This is Venus in Cancer. Venus, the planet of love. Cancer, the zodiac sign of mother and nurturing. And when we get this, this is about two people giving 100%. Okay, some people call it the 50-50, but I call it two people giving 100%, their version of 100%. So sometimes, you know, if you look at that, that could be 80-20 one day, and it could be 60-40, 50-50, but either way, each person is giving what they can and the most out to a relationship that they can. Yeah, this is the energy of, no, you put the phone down first. No, you put the phone down first. It's such a sweet, loving, giving, reciprocated love energy. It's emotional security. It's the number 2, so it's about divine connection. And I'm not just blowing my own trumpet because I'm a Cancer, but it's the Cancer card. It's a card of love, okay, and nurturing and selfless love. But there's only so much you can give out selfless love if your cup is being not filled up by someone else. It's coming under the Tower card. You're trying to save your relationship here in some way. And some of you might be doing that by distancing yourself or by leaving. But winner, winner, chicken bloody dinner. Six of Wands. Look at this. Ta-da! You're going to come out on top on this situation. You're going to win in this situation. And it is your love life, so you want to win. Let's be honest here. We're not all winners all the time in our love life, especially fire signs do not believe that. We're not all winners. It's not the taking part that counts. It's your love life. You want to win. And this is a winning energy, and not just a winning energy, but a traditional tarot in the Rider-Waite. It's depicted as a man coming home from war, and everyone appreciates them for who they are. And they're like, appreciate them for this journey that they've done, and they see their bravery, and they see all these amazing qualities in this person. That's what someone is starting to do with you. Someone is beginning to see your worth, okay? They're seeing you as a prize. They're seeing you as someone who is a winner. They're seeing you as, they're seeing your worth, your potential as well, which is really important for some of you. They see your potential. They believe in you. That's so nice. Now we're going to pull some oracle cards. Okay. We get message in a bottle. Now, we are coming out of a Mercury retrograde, and on the 21st, we will still be in the shadow period of a Mercury retrograde, where communication did go AWOLs for a while, as Mercury is a planet of communication, and it was appearing to move backwards. So, I hate that I'm lagging right now. I think it's because I'm uploading another video as we speak. Sorry. Anyway, yes, message in a bottle. This is a message coming to you that was sent a while ago. Okay, if you think about what the concept of a message in a bottle is, someone sends the message knowing that the other person, this is not instant messaging, they know the other person is going to take a while to receive this message, if they ever do. But the whole point is they want to give that message out anyway. It's not even about the receiving of the message as such. Someone has sent out some sort of message, siren call, to you that you have not quite received yet, okay, or you've not downloaded fully in your brain yet. This could be messages coming in strange ways, like overhearing conversations, picking up the wrong emails. Like I said, we are still in the shadow period of Mercury retrograde. It's like that energy of like you receive a text on your iPhone that was sent to you like 2 months ago, it's just come through now. You turn on your emails and an email comes through that was meant to come through weeks ago, months ago. You missed an email. It's that type of energy. I mean, I don't even know if people still check their emails like I do anymore. But yeah. And we get clean it up. Okay. Now, when I get this card, this is a reminder to only clean up your own side of the street emotionally. That's that Two of Cups. Do not fill the pregnant pause. Okay. If you say you love someone, for example, that I love you for the first time, and then they like stand and stare at you, do not fill in that pause for them. You know, do not be like, oh, I love you, but it's okay if you don't love me back. And right now, yeah, I mean, I know I totally just said that, I'm a little bit too soon, blah, blah, blah. Don't start overcompensating for them. Let the pregnant pause happen, okay? That's what part of the tower is getting to the bottom of what has been built on false ground here so that you can repair from it, because this is a divine connection. You know, this is more than just your usual little love connection or whatever. This really means something, and I get that. I feel it. With that message in a bottle, this is a delayed message that's on its way to you, and you will get this message either through dreams, or it could be a literal message. And then that clean it up card is saying, like I said, don't fill the pregnant pause, only clean up your emotional side of the mess. Stop overcompensating for someone, stop facilitating them in their emotional withdrawal or their emotional unavailability. Just see what the universe has. And sometimes cleaning it up is also distancing yourself and walking away from what no longer serves you, which could be a thought pattern, it could be an actual person, it could be a relationship, it could be a way of thinking, it could be a behavior that you have put up with that you're like, do you know what, I'm not even going to walk away from it, but I'm just going to like actually distance myself so much from it, and I'm not cleaning up this person's mess anymore, whether that be emotional or physical mess. Interesting, my lovelies. And I'm going to put one romance angel cards. We've had our love cards by Chuck Spitzana at the start. Now we're going to have our Doreen Virtue angel love cards, angel romance cards. Bloody hell. So much soulmate energy going on here. Okay. You can see my Italian side coming out. So just my only reaction to this card is this. Okay, so the first card we get is soulmate. What on earth? Honestly, I did a pick a card reading recently. We got this card, soulmate. I mean, I literally never pull this card, and if I do, it's always followed by like something awful, like soulmate. Then there's not enough chemistry to keep this relationship going, or like something awful comes after it. But this time, it's just soulmate energy, and that is your Two of Cups. That's what I was saying. This is a divine, blessed union. Whether you want to label it as soulmate, twin flame, whatever you believe in. I think it can be harmful to name things sometimes. It takes away the specialness of something. This is really special, so you don't need to label it as such. All a soulmate means is it is someone who you have, your soul knows, or at least feels recognition, or your soul feels at home with this person. This can be a platonic friendship, or it could be more than that, but there's a soulmate involved here. And we get religious factors. Don't we love a bit of religious factors? So, your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Yeah, stop cleaning up this other. So I feel like some of you are like more on a more spiritual, esoteric path than your partner might be. Stop cleaning up their mess. Like, stop giving them excuses. Stop looking at tarot videos that are going to give them excuses, like, you know, how do they really feel about me type thing, and then convincing yourself that they feel a certain way, and then allowing their misactions allowing their misactions because you know how strongly they feel, and this is a soulmate connection. This is a reminder to only clean up your own side again. And with that religious factors, it might be as clean cut as you have two completely different religions, you have two completely different spiritual upbringings, but it also just might be that one of you is a little bit more spiritually progressed than the other one. And that when that tends to happen, I mean, I know myself, when I first started my spiritual journey, I kind of gave everyone like a free pass at some point, because I was like so in a place of love and kindness and peace, and I gave a lot of people free passes that I probably shouldn't have. But again, it's all part of the journey, people. This Eight of Cups I literally cannot stop staring at, because it is a spanner in the works. There is something in a part of this relationship that you need to leave, whether it's a thought process, whether it's a distancing, an emotional distancing, or you need to walk away before this person appreciates your worth, which comes at you with that dream come true. Only you're going to know where you stand with that, my lovelies. Thank you for listening today, though. It's been such a pleasure reading for you. I'm sending you love and light wherever you are. It honestly means so much that you've taken the time to listen to my video today. If you would like a private reading, the link is in the description box. If not, I will see you for one of my many next videos. Thanks again for listening. Namaste.